doesn't matter. Whatever. This type of food poisoning made me shit for 3 days.
Your whole hockey team watched the OC.
Yeah. Just boys being boys, baby.
What was the thing you said was going to be a bad thing for the podcast?
Not bad. I was just thinking about how there are like so many amazing jingles that were written in the 90s that are so stuck in my head.
Oh, because I said plug it in.
I can't believe that. And they just don't like nobody knows what they are anymore. Like I was thinking about plug it in, which is catchy as a motherfucker, and that no one knows what it is, right?
I mean, yeah.
And there's also you remember Zest soap?
Sing it for me, baby.
You're not fully clean until you're zest fully clean.
That's
amazing.
Shit. There's like people. There's like old fucking Randy Newman looking ass bitches in living in Hollywood in a house that now is worth like $2 million. They bought for like $30,000 in the 1960s. They moved there with like a cardboard box and they like hitchhiked in fucking the Zodiac Killer's like Ford Pinto without knowing it. And then they moved. You know what I mean? Like it's like, you know who I'm thinking of actually? It's that lady that Robert Durst killed, his friend. You know how she was like some artist? She was writing screenplays for like her whole life, and she died like broke in some Hollywood home that's probably worth like $2 million that she refused to sell because she had to live the dream of being a Hollywood writer at 70 years old.
Yeah.
That's what I imagine every jingle writer from the 60s to the 90s lives. You know what I mean? Like they just like keep living the dream. Man, I'm gonna sell another fucking jingle one of these days. You know?
I love that idea that they just took 2 notes and added the company name and like, they made millions off that. They're like, okay, what's your brand? It's Nabisco. How about this Nabisco? Yeah. And they're like, that'll be $5 million. Please.
Bounty paper towels. What do? They pick up messes. Bounty.
The
quicker picker. Does it quick? The quicker picker upper. You like all those K sounds? That's called consonants, baby. All right, it's gonna stick in the heads of people.
Yeah, exactly. It's really that's fully clean one really gets stuck in my head. I almost tweeted today. Crazy that no one's been fully clean since Zest went out of business.
Dude, that would get zero traction. No one knows what you're talking about. I forgot Zest was a soap.
It would follow. So it would follow suit with the rest of my tweets.
Yeah.
Perfect. Fit right in with the rest of my tweets.
You don't show up enough. You know, you pop in once a month. You think you have a good idea, but like you can tell that you just open Twitter. You're like, oh, fuck. Better write something.
Yeah, I open Twitter and I'm just like, I start reading. I'm like, I should write something. So I just write whatever. But I use like the only tweet that I'm getting like on is actually the joke that I've been opening with on the sets.
Yeah, speaking of. Before you tell it, we had that talk about interracial porn last week, and the whole reason why I brought it up is because I had that tweet that I wrote that made me think of it, which is that interracial is what guys from Boston think having a crush on a girl named Rachel is. Yeah, I'm really interracial. I think she's going to suck my dick, actually, yeah.
Interracial, that's good.
I like that. It's my only wordplay joke I think I've written. I'm really, really interracial. Yes, I heard that fucking chick eats ass, though. That's fucking nasty, bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't kiss her.
I would fucking... Dude, she fucking hangs out in Southie, man.
I was so immature when I was a kid. I was once at this staff party, and one of my coworkers was kind enough... One of my coworkers was kind enough to put my penis in her mouth on one of the like breaks.
Yeah.
Like not breaks. I mean like we went for a cigarette, we were drunk and
you said it was a party. There's a break in the party. All right, everybody take a 5-minute breather. Everybody go suck a dick, get a dick suck, whatever you need to do.
And I remember when we came back into the party, she kissed a bunch of my friends hello, because she had. And I remember when I was young, I just was like, oh my god,
you guys are okay.
On your face, buddy. Exactly.
Through the transitive property, through math and science, you guys are all actually. You guys all suck my dick.
I remember like being in the 6th grade or something like that, the 5th or 6th grade. No, probably even less. Like, yeah, the 4th or 5th. And there was this girl that me and my friend both like kind of had a crush on, whatever that meant. Like when you were prepubescent. And we were like hanging out, the three of us. We were supposed to do a project together, right? Like a school
so
project.
So you, your friend, and the girl in question.
And the girl. And we had I had a can of Coke, and like she was drinking a can of Coke, and she offered me a sip, and I took a sip from her Coke, and for the rest of the month, me and my friend was like, "Whoa, you drank out of this. You pretty much kissed her. It's pretty much the same thing."
I got a home plate, baby. I didn't get the first base, but I swung the bat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We got mouth to mouth action. Well, more it was mouth to can to mouth action. Still mouth to mouth. I was super excited about it. I'm like, I'm pretty much not a virgin anymore, so no big deal. We shared a Coke.
I remember like my first French kiss. I was like, oh yeah, it's true. It's just someone else's mouth. It's not always good, you know. It's like it just tastes like the last thing you ate, you know. It's because like it's not great. You don't focus on the taste, you know. It's like it's like a fucking a tongue in your mouth. It's like I don't know. It's like rolling around a bunch
Don't focus on the taste. Who does on a kiss? It's a crazy. I wonder what this is gonna taste like.
No, but like if you get a taste in your mouth, you're gonna think about it, you know.
What a weird way to approach for a kiss. Can I taste your mouth?
No, it's not the approach.
Let me taste your mouth.
It's like right after. But yeah, I was thinking about it also.
Taste your mouth so hard.
I haven't seen anyone check their breath with like their hand in a long time, because I think it's been proven that that's nothing. You know what I mean? Like,
well, you're wearing your mask now. You don't have
forget that. I mean, like even before the pandemic, I'm saying like, who checks their, you know, like what's the cupping their hand to their mouth and blowing hot air? It's all gone.
Raising it. No, you should do. You should lick your hand and smell your hand.
Well, no, the tongue has got to be the gross. That's like saying, "Do my feet smell?" Then licking the sole of your shoe. That's fucking not the same. That's so gross.
I think there's like something, you know, if breath is really bad, you know. Like I remember once a girl went down on me and like it smelled like I had sex with a girl who didn't have shower.
Oh no!
It smelled like I just had anal sex with somebody. Why does it smell like that?
Oh God,
that didn't really happen, but I thought it'd be fun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll admit it. I'll be straight with you.
Thanks for finally stop lying at 36 years of age or whatever you are now. 37, 36.
Fucking 37.
37. Jesus.
Yeah, it's really crazy. Really nuts. How time just flies. You get so old, and before you know it, you're just like. You're the oldest you could have ever imagined yourself.
Nah, dude, I've always pictured myself as a 52-year-old man, so I'm fine. Until I get there. Then I don't know what I'll do after that.
Yeah, the problem with so this is what I've noticed is that I've really comforted myself by always claiming that I'm 40. Like I always kind of live in 40, so I think I'm okay till I turn 40.
Yeah.
But then once I turn 40, like I'm probably going to go into like a panic attack, because then I was like, wait a minute, now I have to like round up to 60 to feel comfortable. Like it's really crazy.
I don't know. I think you're fine till you're like 50. At 50, that's when like you're years away from what should be retirement technically, you know?
Yeah, both my parents told me that's when your body starts to go
at 50,
like weird. Yeah, your body, like unless you really take care of yourself, like your body starts to be like, ooh.
I'm not gonna do that.
What are you looking? You're doing chin ups. What's going on? I saw some history of chin up videos on our YouTube.
I bought a chin up bar. I probably was looking at one of the.
I know you did. I'm watching up your activity by watching your views.
Did I look up a chin up video? Okay, I guess I looked it up.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, because I wanted to see if it would fit. Because for some reason. I just have very either high door frames or like a low ceiling, so I want to make sure that it would fit in between. And also, I'm writing it off at work, so
that's great.
Free.
I always imagine those things collapsing and passing.
That's a very real fear.
Yeah,
but also it's on your door frame, so like if you fall, and also I'll have my knees up, like hopefully I'll land on my, I'll extend my knees from being bent and land on my feet.
You'll just get injured again for sure.
Yeah, probably, but yeah, because I went to get like I went to an osteopath, which I don't think everybody has.
You went to get your hole filled? Is that what?
No, I went to get my whole body cracked.
Oh, whole body cracked.
I didn't finish my sentence.
I went to get my whole. I was like waxed. I was waiting. I was like a whole body. I didn't see that hole. I don't know.
I went to an osteopath, which is like halfway between like a physiotherapist and like a chiropractor. They kind of like stretch you out and they crack.
Sometimes
everything.
I feel like an osteopath is like they're like witch doctors. They're like fake.
They
doctors.
are. They're 100% not real, but they kind of like It's better than I've been to a chiropractor once, and that's fucking horrible. That's the worst thing. They put they put something on my neck because I had like a really bad, like my spine I guess was a little bit fucked up, like from just sleeping on my sides for years. And they put a thing on your neck, and then they take a little mallet and they knock it back into place. And it's like, you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be taking 2 tools to my fucking spine.
Yeah, it doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
They also just do things that like they're trying to convince you is aligning things, and it's like I don't. That's what like the osteo does. The osteo like tried to like told my girlfriend that she had a herniated disc, and I'm like, I don't think you can.
You wouldn't be walking around.
You're not the person to diagnose this.
No.
You know what I mean? It's like going to get like a hand job from a prostitute and her telling you think you have cancer, and you're like, oh shit, that state. Yeah.
You have a micropenis. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. It's not micro. It's just aggro small. It's, I can only imagine how frustrating that would be, dude.
That was the first bit I tried to write was about micropenises.
Yeah, and how what
the premise.
Were you excited about that?
No, it was like, how have they not been like bred out of humanity yet? You know, like who's still propagating the DNA, the gene of micropenises? And I was still like, you know what? I'm like, it's not a good bit or like premise, but I'm proud of myself because I was like, my first instinct was to like do research like it still is for comedy now. You know what I mean? Like to like prop it up with like a bunch of facts and shit like that. So like I found out that like certain types of sharks, before they give birth, they'll have like a bunch of shark babies in the womb, and like they'll go from 9 babies to 2. And it's like survival of the fittest within the womb. Like they'll eat the other babies. And meanwhile, we got fucking Ted with a micropenis who's just like living his life here.
Yeah, I do remember this actually. I remember you telling me the fact more than I remember the joke. But
because I never did the joke. I knew I wrote it in March and I did comedy in October. So it took me like 6 months of like, you know, figuring out what the fuck I wanted to say. Not actively. I wasn't writing every day.
It reminded me of like the bit that I have about like, you know, humans versus animals, and how like you know how does a human baby survive?
Oh, I think I probably told you about that fact when you were writing that, because I was not going to use it.
Yeah.
That was
because
a good bit.
That's always like that's a bit that literally comes out of that actual question mark that I really have somewhere in my head of how the humans literally did make it so far.
Yeah.
Like before we really figured out, you know, like weapons and all that stuff, you know, like how the hell for 6 months did any baby survive?
With no neck.
It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, no neck for a year.
Yeah.
No defense mechanism whatsoever. And that's when, like, you know, I think watching that video of the giraffe is what really wakes you up, is when you see like an animal just
be
fall
born and then run.
Yeah, just figure it out right away. You're like, we're fucked, you know, like it doesn't. Or even I used to think like about how women need to, like, you know, kind of plug themselves up or create like a drip tray once a month to catch their and like how bad that would be for predators if we were literally just walking around. There'd be blood trails to like every human once a month that
like
they just had to follow.
Cunt.
Yeah, could you imagine if other animals menstruated like that? Like you'd see just blood all over the streets.
That's the thing, though. Everywhere. Like, I guess like wolves are like apex predators, because like I know that dogs get their period. Like I've seen dogs wear diapers and shit because they have their period. Like, so it does happen to like dogs are lucky that like they got to hang out with us for a certain, you know what I mean? Like up to a certain extent. Like we fed them, they protect us, but also they got to hang out with us while they got cuter and cuter. And we got to take care of them while their pussies were bleeding. And,
exactly.
and fucking condors weren't flying from the sky trying to pick them up, and, you know.
Just, man, because when I got my cat, which you have a picture of behind you.
The background, if you're on YouTube, is me flipping off Oren's cat.
And what's great about that picture too is that it's the closest you can get to my cat without just like being allergic to it.
Right.
So you can finally spend some time with it. But when I got it there, like they said, you better like get that vagina removed or whatever they do, because she is gonna bleed all over your apartment. And I have this white carpet that I was like, oh my god, I can't imagine like having people over and there's always just these blood stains on my white carpet that I can never get rid of.
I just installed this.
Supposed to explain that. My cat was so weird before we got her uterus removed.
I don't think she got a hysterectomy, dude. I think they.
I don't know what they.
I don't know what they do either. They go in there though. It's true. Maybe she did get a hysterectomy.
I wrote that joke. I was like, I don't know what they do in there, but I know they use a spade. That's as much as I know.
Yeah.
So they. Thank you very much. So. Well, before she got it, she was like walking into the room backwards, like just like putting her it was really kind of gross.
That was the early days of the Friendship Hour podcast, just you describing how much your cat wanted to fuck you.
Yeah, cat want to fuck. It's weird. Yo, dude, why you want to fuck so bad? It's weird, man. We're friends.
That's how everyone feels about you.
I don't know about everybody.
Man. Just because we're talking about bits we've written, and we're talking about the animals being born and being able to live right away. This is a thing I wrote, never expanded on it on stage. Like I had to have a bit about the Wright brothers, and how they want to invent the airplane and shit. But it's like, imagine having like two sons, and they're like, yeah, we want to fly. Like it's the 1800s, and they're like, yeah, we want to fly. Like there's no need to go up there. You know what I mean? Like there's no like a boat and train are fine enough. Like there's no reason to get to Europe in a day, I
don't think that was the plan. It wasn't really like so we can get to Europe faster. Like I don't think
how quickly it went from the Wright brothers to like fucking Amelia Earhart and all that shit. I don't know, but pretty quick.
I just can't believe how many humans were like so willing to just like, yeah, okay, I'll get in there. It's like, what are you talking about?
Life must have been
a little while, but
so boring. It must have been so boring.
I think they must have figured it out in a way that they thought it made sense, It's not like they saw a bird and they're like, I want to do that, and they worked their asses off to make sure they could do that. It was kind of like one day they like threw something and they saw it kind of like, like float on the air a little bit.
Dude, they were peddling a thing that made a thing flap. They for sure saw a bird and was like, yeah, I'd like to do that.
Did they flap?
I don't know.
Did they flap? That'd be so sick.
Maybe I'm thinking about
Why
The
would
Simpsons.
they ever redesign that?
I don't know. Just a bike with wings that flap.
Imagine all planes flapping wings. That would be so fucking sick.
I mean, fucking helicopters are pretty much that. They just spin real fast.
Helicopters make no sense to me. I'll say that.
Airplanes, helicopters make no sense. You know what makes sense to me out of everything?
No, airplanes make sense.
No, they don't.
They do.
Rockets make sense. Just shoot that shit high enough in the sky so it can float in nothingness. That makes sense to me. You know what I mean? Like,
okay, yeah, that does make sense. But the idea that like when you make a paper airplane and you throw it fast, that it goes for so long, it's like, okay, if you can make it just continue going.
Now that's interesting, actually. Did the paper airplane? Yeah, takeoff makes sense. That's the main part of flying is taking off. Once you're up there, sure.
You're right. Takeoff makes no sense to me whatsoever.
But did the paper airplane come before the actual airplane?
Probably not. That's what's so great about it.
Yeah.
Really, they were trying to make a paper airplane, but they worked backwards. they were like,
They kept looking at the plane that they were making, like folding it, like, huh?
yeah.
Just that way? No, just crumpling it up.
Now to recreate it in paper. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick. I don't know. I feel like I'm never gonna get on a plane again. It's funny how I feel like I'm never gonna get a plane on another plane again, and then all I see on my Instagram and stuff is like people going places and doing things, and I feel like, am I the sheep? You know what I mean? Am I a sheep?
I don't know, man. There's that guy, that gym owner in Quebec City who for months has been posting masks are fucking stupid. Fuck masks, fuck the pandemic. COVID's not that fucking bad. And then now there's like 130 cases of COVID linked to his gym, and he's in the ICU. He's like, fuck, he can't even breathe anymore. I haven't fact checked that. I think he's in the hospital. But there's fucking, you're not sheep, dude.
What are you gonna do? There's just no it's just so fucked. And Toronto is fucking
everything's fucked
completely. Like Ontario is so funny. They were really ready to reopen. Like I saw posts on my Instagram and stuff from Toronto comics about shows that were going on. And then everything was just, and we're canceling everything. And just like that, they're like, oh, we made a boo-boo.
You know what's insane?
We were wrong.
Is that Canada took this so seriously. The whole thing was shut down. Everything was shut down. Where where it needed to be shut down, and everyone got their money that needed to get their money for months and months. The States, it's like, yeah, we'll give you $2,000, kind of. You know, we'll give you $1,400, whatever the fuck it was. And meanwhile, they're getting vaccinated. Obviously, they own all the patents to the vaccines, but they're getting vaccinated. Everyone's getting, like, there's people my age getting their second dose, just fucking living their life.
Yeah, it's crazy, and they're sending us their garbage,
Yeah.
like the ones the vaccines that aren't looking too good. Like these ones kind of cause blood clots, so we're not like we don't fuck with these ones anymore. You're down. You can take the rest of them.
If you got
and they're
thin
like, okay,
blood,
we'll
you're
give those to. Yeah, exactly. We'll use these.
If you are on nothing but dietary supplements, just speed, you're fine. You know, if your blood is as thin as rice wine vinegar, you're okay.
I always, when I was a kid, like, because of the life we live and the fact that we have cable television or whatever, always thought we were the same thing as the States, you know? Like, there really wasn't a difference. We're pretty much the same thing. Like, I knew that sometimes if I tried to enter in a sweepstakes or something, it would often be like, not for Canada and even not for Quebec.
Well, Quebec,
a lot of times,
even more,
Yeah, because I don't want to print in French, so like, fuck that shit. We ain't printing twice. But like later in life, you realize the things that when my New York cousins used to come in and really think we were crazy, like there's small things, and this is a great example. The vaccine, like we're right next to them, but we're so behind. And internet's another great example where they've had like 5G for like ever, you know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Here, you still have like. They can't even believe the internet, like the fastest internet you can get here is like the slowest package they have offers over there in New York, you know? It's so weird.
No, we're absolutely fucked here for internet. It's insane. And cell phones. Like,
yeah, and cell phones too.
We pay so much, and they're like, oh, it's because of the amount of distance there is between all the cities. But it's like, no, there isn't. They're really like all of Canada's in one strip along the fucking coast. It's the same. There's people in South Dakota with better Wi-Fi and like fucking phone service than us. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's bullshit. And I really, I don't know. I'm really, it's really it's stressful right now. It's kind of like, even though the States was fucked, I feel like I'd much rather be there. You
now,
know?
apparently,
I feel like they're gonna.
If you made it past,
they're gonna be out of it so much sooner.
If you made it past like the 3 million or whatever people who got it, or the 300,000 deaths, or whatever it is, you're fine now. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm never gonna get the fuck out of my house.
That's the thing, man. Like, if they're, I don't know, like, not to make this another COVID-centric podcast, but, like, I was looking forward to being able to hang out outside, but now they're saying all these variants are more transmittable outside, so fucking who knows.
Yeah, all I was thinking about is, like, beers with the boys, do some beer with the boys.
Yeah,
you know, I need it.
Which we did all last summer.
With a group. Yeah. And that doesn't, it's going to be weird at first, even though we're going to want to do it anyways, you know? That's the thing. It's like, I will say this is the first winter in years that I can remember that I haven't even gotten a little sick.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like not a sore throat, not a stuffed nose. Like it's insane. I don't understand. It's not insane. It's the first time I really realized how people have gotten me sick.
Yes,
you know?
People are
you
fucking
think
nasty.
it's cold outside.
No,
like it's cold
there's
outside,
no
so
thing.
I got sick. You're like, no.
I walk the
Jason
dog every day. No.
No.
But it's like the amount of people who now, and it's not gonna like, because now people are not gonna want to do this, but like if you have the sniffles, stay the fuck home and don't get other people sick. But the amount of mics that I hit too, doing open mics with like a sore throat, being like, oh, I'll do one mic this week or 2 mics this week, you know, like just to stay in whatever shape. And meanwhile, I'm probably getting like 30 people the sniffles as well, especially because we're doing mics in basements that are 200 years old with no air circulation.
Just keep this thing in my pocket wherever I go moving forward and just plug it into every fucking show, and that's it. I don't know, because it's even when I watch movies now, it's all I think about is I couldn't do that now. Wow, that was a different time. Look how many people are in that room. You can never put that many people there. It's so fucking annoying.
It is, man. You know what's what's the worst is just like obviously the curfew we have and everything. We got a $275 ticket for putting our trash out too early, our recycling out too early. Some guy.
You guys did?
Yeah.
In your neighborhood?
They're starting in our neighborhood in the Sudwest. You fucking watch out, you St. Henry bitch. It's happening everywhere.
The problem is that how do they know it's you?
Okay,
and there's
so
7 buildings.
here's the thing: is that we were the first guys to put out. It was like a week where we ordered a lot on Amazon, so we had a lot of recycling.
What the fuck? I hate this.
only
That's
put out
fucking bitch ass bullshit.
There was a lot of recycling in the house, so we put out recycling first. We didn't put out the trash or the compost yet, right? Just recycling. And we noticed, we put it out at like 4 p.m. We went out at 5, I think, to go do groceries. We noticed our recycling was gone. So I was like, okay, someone took it for cans or some shit. No, it's some fucking guy going around who's going out and looking through the recycling for mail, for shit with your name on it. And he works for the city, and he fucking gets to write you a ticket for $275. Because, like, of course I'm not going to, like, you're supposed to put out trash between 5 a.m. and 8 a.m. And, like, who is going out at 7:30 in the morning to go fucking put out trash?
Hold on. Well, who? No, you're supposed to put it out the evening.
No,
evening
it says it on the website. You're supposed to put it between 5 and 8 a.m.
That's insanity.
Exactly. But you don't get a ticket if you do it at like 8 p.m. No one goes around 8 p.m. looking for trash.
So I can't believe someone's going around at 6 p.m. looking through. But what do you mean your recycling was gone? What did he do with your recycling?
He picked up the whole thing. It was in a clear plastic bag, not in the bin.
Okay.
Because this was
Holy
before
shit.
we got the bin. We didn't get a bin until much later because we had to order it from the city. We had to go pick it up.
This guy fucking like taking your shredded documents and taping them back
That's
together
the thing.
over a 3-week investigation.
That's the thing. It's like this guy thinks he's like in the FBI trying to fucking crack the RICO case for the fucking mafia. You know, we're going to take him down with their tax
he's got
papers.
a wire. He's got a wire in your house. He's just listening.
It's like fucking Elliot Ness taking down Al Capone, you know?
Yeah, they're like, oh, he hasn't mentioned, like they're listening in. They're like, he hasn't mentioned recycling in the last or garbage in the last 30 seconds. We have to hang up. We can only listen for 30 seconds at a time until we hear him mention the keywords. That's so fucked up.
Yeah.
How much was the ticket?
$275.
Oh, you're such a bitch. That's such a bitch. Only a bitch gets
Fuck
jaywalking tickets, and only a bitch gets recycling.
It's under my girlfriend's name, so you're calling her a bitch.
Why? Because they saw her. They saw her.
Her mail or Amazon package was in there or whatever. You know, like.
Shit, man.
Yeah.
You know, one time, so in St. They only do garbage here once a week.
Yeah.
And about 2 years, no more, I guess, like 4 years ago, I had forgotten to bring my garbage out, and I had like these 3 bags that were just smelling so bad. I can't keep them on my balcony because the squirrels attack them in 5 seconds.
Yeah, of course. Squirrels,
They just
raccoons.
burst the bag open and it's everywhere. Yeah. So there's a park across the street, so I'm like, I'm gonna go walk these 2 bags of garbage into the park garbages.
Right.
It's like I'm gonna wait. I do it at like 3 a.m, you know, so no one catches me. And I'm like, it's genius, you know. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have to deal with the garbage. It's garbage day whenever the fuck I want it to be garbage day.
Right.
You know. And
I'm a private citizen.
Exactly. So I get there, but one of the garbages is like packed. There's really no room for my garbage in there. But I
Right.
try to get it in there. And so the next day I'm walking home and like just a piece of paper is just rolling like towards me while I'm getting towards the park, and it like hits my leg, and I see, and it's like a bill that says my name and my social security number.
No.
And I'm like, what is this? And I look, and some squirrel just messed up my garbage in the park, busted it open, and I had like thrown out a bunch of actual paperwork, and like it was just scattered all over them. Like, there's a raccoon stealing my identity right now, and I'm like fucking fucked, man.
Oh man, I was actually thinking about buying a shredder just after we got the ticket. Like, I don't want to spend $100 on a shredder, but they have these little ones with a crank on it, and you just crank down one sheet at a time.
A cigarette out of your mouth, a whiskey, it's dark, and you're just cranking away.
One of those green tinted visors that are see through. Yeah.
Yeah, your girlfriend's like, honey, come back to bed. You're like, oh, just 5 more documents. That's fucking
They're gonna catch me. Yeah, fucking hell, man.
Now they have shredders that do like change patterns.
Hell yeah.
From paper to paper and stuff like that, so that they can't figure it out when they try to reglue it.
I'll get that.
Yeah, that's the one you need to get. Make sure you don't get another $250 recycling bill like a bitch.
Oh god. I mean, I get it. It was 4 p.m. You know, like that's unreasonable. But like, I don't know. Fuck. Some people just leave their trash out all fucking week long, but it's like soiled cargo pants, so of course no one's gonna give them a ticket because you don't know whose house it is, you know?
Yeah, unless your pants from summer camp where you had that label sewn into the side. They can feel like, gotcha. We got some DNA from the crotch area. We know that it's you. They're bringing in CSI guys to make sure they can cross the DNA.
There's this one house down the street that, like, at one point in like the middle of January or February, it was like freezing out. I don't know what the fuck they did, but it was just a bunch of shitty toilet paper just on the ground, like a ripped hole in the trash. So like some raccoon or something like thought it smelled good, and then there was just shit toilet paper, or not even, it was toilet paper just on the ground in front of their house for weeks because it froze into the ice in front of their place
with shit on it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Why aren't you flushing? What are you doing? How low flow is your toilet?
Well, I told you. Yeah, I don't know where they live, or like they're probably immigrants that come from like Greece, old country Greece,
right?
Or because when I grew up when I used to go to Israel every summer, there'd be like no plumbing, there'd be no water, and all I could smell in the garbage, like in every bathroom, was my old grandfather's fucking shit toilet paper sitting in the garbage.
God damn.
It always smelled like his balls, dude. It felt like the bathroom was located between his balls and his asshole, and you had to like climb in there, and it just the smell. And so when I remember when like they finally got like flushing, it was like the biggest thing in the world, you know.
Good Lord. Yeah,
it was crazy. And they used to make me take a bath in like a puddle of water, or they give me a ladle to like bring it to my head. You know? It was,
from a steel bucket, you're getting like cancer from all the fucking particles being scraped from the ladle to the water to you.
Yeah. My grandparents lived in this like literally it was like a cement brick, you know what I mean? It was just like a cinder block that had doors and like windows kind of like carved out of them, and like one of those like plastic rough like curly roofs, you know, like put on top of it, wavy, not curly. And then and like they literally lived behind that. In front of them was like just like dust.
Just patterns of dust,
miles of dust.
Just like dust. You can see like a Van Gogh painting in it. It's like
there must have been like a farm somewhere in the near distance.
A dust farm. Just they cultivate
exactly.
dust. Then they go to the bazaar, the Israeli bazaar. It's like you got your couscous and your dust.
Dude, I used to hear a rooster every morning. It's sort of like you like look, and it's literally a rooster made out of dust that just like moves with the wind. It's like shit.
It's like Simba's dad in the sky.
Yeah, exactly. And then behind the house was a fucking like a scrapyard, like a junkyard with like tons of old cars. They were all Beetles for some reason. I guess because I guess after the war, Germany just gave them all their Beetles.
They're like, we're so sorry.
Sorry. Here's a trillion Beetles. So do what you can with them. So they there's like all old Beetles, and there were like these two crazy guard dogs that lived in that yard, you know.
Like,
and
don't touch our Beetles.
Dude, so like my parents would like be like, you're gonna love Israel, and every summer they send me down to that place in the middle of July, which is the hottest month in the world ever be anywhere.
You've got circumcised dogs barking at you.
Yeah, because they're pissed. You know, they're like, you took my balls and my foreskin. It's a bit much. Yeah, it's really pretty much the whole thing.
A bit much is actually the circumcision doctor's the name of his place of his practice.
Yeah,
it's a bit
Off
much.
the top.
Yeah, a little off the top.
Still, I don't get how they do them. Like, it's something I'll probably Google after this call. Is actually how a circumcision is done, because I don't understand.
I don't want to know. What do you mean? It's a mystery that I prefer and end up a mystery.
Because how do they must cut to? I think we've talked about that.
No, I don't. Well, you know what? Yes, we have. Okay, just to avoid the conversation.
So. You don't remember last time when we were comparing scars? We were
yes.
like, well, see, yours goes.
Mine's like a YZZ zipper.
Yeah. Mine looks more like a Velcro strap or something.
I have a detachable hood, like a raincoat. I can snap it back on whenever I want.
That's so gross. So gross. How do you like it? Do you prefer with or without? Because I have both. I can do both.
It's like a North Face jacket. Oh god.
I like to go sleeveless once in a while.
Yeah. Just your balls come off.
There was a great joke I used to remember about a detachable penis that was like on a Canadian comedy channel. Like they used to replay the same shit over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And
Comedy Now and shit.
One bit. Yeah, exactly. There was this one bit about a guy who like wishes he could check his dick at like he can his jacket. You know what I mean? So,
right.
So he doesn't have to deal with his dick the whole time while he's in the club. You know,
Right.
like if he's dancing with a girl, he just doesn't want to deal with his dick. You know, because
Right.
he doesn't. And then he's like, and then you at the end of the night, you know, you just go back and you go number 737, and sorry, you lost it. And then
Someone else took my
I'll
dick.
take the big one right over there. And he's like, then I'll take the big one right over there, and that fucking murdered
Oh, yeah,
me.
of
And
course.
And there was another joke. Like really, I didn't watch too much stand up when I was younger, but that joke is always I can never forget it. And another joke I heard on a commercial, which was like I was having my sex with my girlfriend, and she was like, deeper, deeper. So I was like tighter, tighter, and I always stuck with me too for some reason.
That's a good 14-year-old joke right there. Not 14
Yeah, but it
years
was
ago,
by a
but
professional-
14.
It was a professional comedian
Yes.
delivering it, and
Yeah, no, I mean, I can't remember any specific jokes, but even like recently, I was driving back from up north, like last summer, and we were just going through the radio stations, like just tired of listening to music, you know. And I caught like I didn't know what it was. It was just stand up, and it was like it ended up being like a CBC radio show with fucking stand up on it. It was some of the worst shit I've ever heard in my life from the '90s, you know. Just like, why are you still playing this? There's like good comics in Toronto that would kill for that $1,000 every 3-month check to fucking have their album played.
yeah, I don't understand why. I'm gonna record an album. I'm gonna record one.
That's what I've been saying. I want to. That's it's 3 years away. That's I don't know. At some point next 3-4 years.
Well, we're gonna record our
oh
Zoom
yeah.
album. We're gonna
I'll put
record our
that link up
Zoom
somewhere.
show.
I don't know.
We're gonna record our Zoom show, and we're gonna sell that.
There's 80 tickets
gonna-
to a Zoom show. It's by
who
donation.
goes first?
You can
goes
close
first?
it out.
Yeah, okay.
You want to close it out? Me and Oren are headlining a online show produced by someone that we like a lot, Rodney Ramsey, and we have to book the show. So if you're listening to this, let me know if you want to be on the show, because the only people listening to this are comics.
Yeah, and you get paid what we decide. You get paid.
Yeah, you get paid a percentage of the percentage that we get paid, if there is pay.
And Jason, are you gonna invite everyone you know?
Yes, in case this gets out. Yes.
Like, are your parents? Are you gonna tell your parents about it?
No, I'm not getting my parents to watch. They're in bed by the time that fucking shit airs. What are you talking about? It's gonna be like at 11 o'clock.
They can't. Is it at 11? I don't doubt it's at 11. It's probably at 8 o'clock.
No, by the time we're on, it's an hour and a half show probably.
That's true. Have your parents ever come to a show?
Yeah, they've seen me. They saw the food show. They saw the Zoo Fish, the big show.
You snuck them around. I didn't meet.
You had
them.
to leave
I didn't see
immediately.
you talk to them. Oh, that's true. Why?
I don't know. You were on first and you had to leave. No,
Is that what happened? I had to leave the food show?
I forget. I forget now. Did you stick around?
I don't know.
I remember
actually.
you were mad that you were Bullet.
Well, because of course you put me Bullet. Because it's one of those times where it's like you always get Bullet and you get annoyed at it, but you're like, at least my buddies, you know, I'm not going to be put Bullet. And then you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah, but the whole show was
everyone
my
on the
buddy.
show's
It was
my
just 5 of my buddies. What do you think is
know.
gonna happen? Like
That's when you know. That's where you know where you stand on the buddy list.
That's what you
That's
know.
what you know.
You're a strong start. You're a strong comic.
That's nothing more fun than when your friends are telling you that bullshit too. And they're like, it's like you're the strongest of the people that I could do this to. So you're in this position.
Oh, whatever.
Because everyone else would get mad at me, and that would matter to me. You're the one. You're the strongest out of the people that wouldn't get mad at me. So here you go. That's okay. I don't remember. Maybe I had another show. Maybe I had Thomas's show or something.
Yeah, I think you
do
did have a couple
remember.
of Just for Laughs, off Just for Laughs shows. Those were the days. That was a good summer, man. Off Just for
25
Laughs,
years ago.
Edinburgh.
It could have been fun, but I had to. I ran to. Oh yeah, you did Edinburgh.
Yes.
I
saying
had
it was
to
a
run
good summer.
to Cuba right after.
Oh,
that
you
show.
did? Yeah.
And I missed-
We were waiting to see if you were going to be able to do the show because you had a fucking vacation to go on
Yes.
to go show off your tattoos to the nice indentured servants of the all-inclusive hotel.
It was my mother's wedding,
Right. Okay.
and she bought
married
us
a
all-
Cuban car.
She married an old
She just married
American
57 Chevy.
Chevy.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that they drive over there.
Mm-hmm.
and the food was so bad. It really funny with that is that everyone warned me how bad the food is, and all you ever hear is how bad the food is.
You can't prepare.
And you get there and you're still in shock about like what the fuck is going on. And they have all these restaurants, dude.
But it's all the same. It's it's one kitchen. Yeah. Just serving on like different 17. Like fucking, you know, it's like one of those rotating conveyor belts.
And they try to do like fancy restaurants, like you go get a steak. They try to like do this thing where they do like this decoration with the sauce under the steak, but it's just ketchup and mustard. Right. So they just take the ketchup and they just squeeze it like a zigzag on your plate, and then they put this fucking thing, and it's so gross. And the cucumbers on the pizza. Oh my god. Oh yeah,
you were telling me about the cucumbers on the pizza.
But what's so funny about it is you're sitting there looking at these workers complaining about like what's available and how nothing's available, and they're like, dude, you eat shit that we haven't eaten in forever. Like, they give you guys the good shit that comes to Cuba. So can you imagine? We haven't eaten anything besides avocados and mangoes since and plantains since 82. So
can stuff not grow there? What's going? Like, you can't. I don't know. I guess the soil.
Well, yeah. Well, the way it works is that the government regulates farming, so the government only will allow certain areas to grow certain things. So you can't just grow whatever the fuck you want. So they don't have whatever the fuck they want.
Right.
And then they can't import anything because of all the
sanctions and shit.
And then. Yeah, and when they do and then plus half of these resorts are so far away from where these imports even come from, so that then once they actually do get to Cuba, they have to be brought all the way to this resort that's in God knows nowhere, and so they have like 3 refills a year. It's fucking insane. Like, I can't believe some people, like, that's what's hilarious to me, is some people's taste in food is so bad and so basic that they're like, if they can deep fry French fries for me every day, I'm happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like all these French Canadians think it's the most amazing, like I'm staying at the same place as them and they think they're having the most amazing experience in their life. And I agree with them on everything but the food is 50% of it for me. Like, if I'm eating badly and I'm grumpy,
I'm not going to have a good time. Yeah. I mean,
don't give a shit
unless I'm just like, because like there's a certain level of like drunk you get at like an all-inclusive where it's just like a 7 out of 10 for the entire day, because you start at 11 a.m. with a pina colada and then you fall asleep on the beach for an hour and then you have another one and then you have like 2 beers. And then by the time you get to like 8 p.m.
I can't believe you drink a pina colada. You're such a bitch. It's crazy. Do you stir that pina colada with your recycling ticket? Jesus Christ, you bitch.
It was an example. It was a fucking example. All right. I think I've been to one all-inclusive.
Do you like penis a lot? Yeah.
I haven't been to an all-inclusive since I was like 18, dude. I don't think I was drinking pina coladas back then.
Oh my god. No, I usually will start with like sometimes in Thailand I would start every single day with a mango shake and I would just fill it with rum. So I just have these like mango shake.
How is that different from a pina colada? Drink. What is the difference?
Cuz it's not like a pina colada. It's
the same shit, dude.
But on an all-inclusive, I'm really just like drinking the fanciest I'll ever go is a mojito, maybe. Like, I'll be like, I'll have one mojito.
You think a pina colada is fancy? It's too fancy for you?
No, it's not fancy. It's like tastes like pineapple and coconut and dick.
How would you know?
Like, I wouldn't. I never even. I'm so insecure that I wouldn't even have the balls to order a pina colada.
I'll order one right now. Next time the fucking terrace opens, I'll fucking go.
I'll have. You drink Sex on the Beach a lot, also.
I've never had one.
Jason drink.
I would love to try one. I would love to try a Long Island iced tea too. I heard that fucks you up.
Long Island iced tea are great because
when I lived across the street from Typhoon. When I got the drunkest I ever got and I fucking had that gash on my thing, I must have had 6 Mai Tais. Absolute destruction. Just absolutely got blasted.
I didn't know you got laid that night. You got that gash? Is that what you said?
Yes, on my forehead, on my eyebrow.
That's what I said. On your forehead. Yes. I thought you said you got that gash. I thought you got laid. I thought that's what you were saying.
Yeah.
Because you always call women gashes.
Yes, I do.
So I thought... Everyone knows that about you.
Yes.
Me and my gash are going out of town this weekend.
my gal pal.
Yeah. So we would make them at the restaurant. We would just it's like literally every clear alcohol.
What? Long
and
Island iced
Coke
tea?
and bar mix. Yeah, every clear alcohol and Coke and there's no iced tea in it.
I know
It's
there's no iced tea,
Coke
but I thought it was
and-
like juice of some sort.
No, it's Coke and bar mix.
What's bar mix?
Bar mix is like.
I mean, I've
it's
heard
like
of it. I don't know what's
very
inside of it.
It's like a lime citrus kind of mix that like turns into like it's like a watery citrusy liquid that
Okay.
they use for like margaritas and stuff like
Well, that sounds good.
You probably drink tons of margaritas too.
I would love a margarita.
I don't
There's
mind
nothing wrong with a margarita. It's
Shit.
tart. It's tasty, you know?
Pina colada. I think it's probably just because I always heard the song like that.
Yeah.
Do you like penis a lot? Yeah. Someone's like, you want a pina colada? I'm like, no, I do not like penis a lot. Yeah.
I bet it's tasty as hell. I think I did have... I probably had...
Is it coca? Isn't it pineapple or coconut?
It's
I don't
pineapple, I
love
think.
those.
It's
I
fine,
don't
man.
know.
Fruity drinks are fine. You're allowed to have them.
I like a fruity drink once in a while.
I bet you do. They taste good.
I fucking bet you do. I bet you do.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with like a nice rum and like a couple of different juices, you know?
Yeah, like a rum punch. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. I don't name these things. I just if it's at a bar and on special.
You're just
I'll
like
have it.
I can't trust your opinion. I feel like you're the type of guy like you're like order like Jason. I'm going to the bathroom. Order for the table. I get back. It's like sangria, and I'm
What
like,
are you talking about? I've never had a sangria in my life.
Yeah, right. You're such
I've
a
a hundred.
sangria
I would
boy.
love to have a sangria.
Do you have any rosé? That's Jason.
No, I'm not even. I don't even like white wine that much.
I have really like I used to love wine. I can't handle it anymore.
I love red
It's so
wine, man.
weird.
I've been all over these. I'm making little lists and shit on the government sanctioned alcohol app, and picking up my favorites. You know, it's nice.
You should get into the private importers. They have the best wines.
I'm gonna get into private import wines. What do you fucking? How much money do you think I have?
It's not that expensive. It's the same
okay.
price. The same prices. It's just different wines, and they just like you just get it. Like the difference is like you're buying from one guy who like 7 different wines, has 7 different importers that they usually get from.
Right.
You know, and he gets them in once every 3 months, and you just pick them up. And like that's when
I've
you
never
really
heard
get
of
into
this, by
wine.
the
You
way.
buy a case. You buy a case of 3 or 4 of them. You buy, or like let's say you like wine. You can call me up and be like, this guy has a case. We can split it.
Right.
And we can split. You know, like that's a good way to go about it.
But how would I know which ones I
know
like?
2
The thing
guys.
is, I can just go to the fucking store, pick up a bottle of wine for $14, and be like, okay, this one's not bad, and then figure it out from there.
That's true. The way it usually works is that you'll go to a restaurant, try one of their wines that's private label, imported, and then you have to find out how to get it. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you worked in the restaurant business way too long. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dude. Private import wine.
Yeah, I know a few. I'll put you in touch, huh?
I don't want
I
that.
know.
That sounds like
Yeah,
an
you do.
expensive mistake for me to make. I'm gonna start spending fucking $100 a month on wine.
Yeah, that's like my buddy does. He's they have so much wine. It's
Yeah, but your buddy sounds
insane.
like he's loaded.
They have some money. They're not. They're definitely not having kids. They know that for a fact. So they look at like
That's
all
nice,
their money
eh?
like it's just fun. Yeah, it's just like they're like this is all just fun. You know, like it's all for us to have fun for the rest of our lives. It's like crazy. And they're not. They're relatively like he's a cheap Jew. Like he's one of the cheapest Jews I know. So it's crazy.
It's a good
like,
place
I
to be,
bought
yeah.
a more expensive house than him, and he makes so much more money than me. But you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the kind of like difference in it.
Yeah, it sounds like a nice
His
guy.
girl, his fiance is like really into like they bought a house together, and his fiance is really like we're gonna do everything, but she's gonna do it. Like he doesn't even know what the fuck's going on.
Right.
Her mother is into renovating and stuff.
Yeah.
So he's like just sitting there with his hands up while his wife and his mother-in-law renovate his house for him, which I just love.
That's
like,
beautiful,
he just
man.
Sent like. I know. He shared on Instagram like just them like with crowbars knocking down walls. They've had the keys for 4 hours, and his wife's already in there with a crowbar knocking down walls.
That's
I'm like,
sick.
dude, you better behave yourself during this fucking marriage, okay? Because this looks like.
But also,
There's some aggression.
do you trust 2 chicks to know about supporting walls? Huh?
Oh,
The house is gonna fucking crumble.
Maybe letting it. I was noticing how many women are like on sports now, like like announcers. And,
Yeah.
Like I was watching a hockey game where the not the color commentator, the full-on commentator was a woman, and I was
the play-by-play, or that's color commentary.
The play-by-play.
Oh, play-by-play. The person who's describing like what happened, like that guy got the pass, or the guy who's going like the guy who's breaking down the play, the lady who's breaking down the play, or the person who's like describing everything.
Play-by-play would be the guy is like anus pass the balls,
okay,
pass the
yes.
anus shoots, scores,
yeah.
right? While the color commentator would be like, "Wow, anus was really tight right there. You saw the way he farted out the semen, you know, right?" So the play-by-play was a woman, and that's like, to me, like, it's funny, like there could be trans people in the army, but a woman play-by-play
describing my hockey.
Change. That's change, you know, like that's a change I can't even swallow right away. You know what I mean?
I will say there is like one or two color commentary broads who are pretty good in hockey.
I hate there's one on SportsCenter who does like this voice, like this, just like an intense,
God,
like
I hate it when
almost
dudes
like a
do
man
that,
voice.
I don't know.
Oh,
like,
there's another
a
play-by-play on
Brian Budrick,
CBC who's like. I think that he's like Thomas Couture.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude.
Where did you grow up? At a fucking carnival, like trying to bark at the lions? What are you talking about?
At a carnival, that's great. Yeah.
No, that's it. They sound like mattress fucking commercial guys on the radio. Like, come on down to the brick, and you'll get.
Don't mock your father
don't
right now.
Yeah.
Don't mock your father in front of everybody. That's common.
He's no longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he have a commercial? Come on to Cellini's.
He doesn't need a commercial. We don't need commercials.
Come to Cellini's. That's one spicy mattress. Get it? Like, okay, that doesn't even make any sense.
You don't fucking talk about my dad, all right?
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Man. He's a good man. He's not a mattress salesman.
Just quickly clean that up. He's not a mattress. No one ever said he was.
No, I've brought this up before. How I have no idea how mattress fucking stores are in business. You know what I mean? Like, who's buying that many every year? They last 10 years. Yeah. You know what I mean? They last 10 years. How many people?
We bought pillows recently. And man, was that an aggressive salesman. I can't even believe how aggressive these fucking this Israeli man, he had such a thick Israeli accent, and I couldn't trust a word that was coming out of his mouth. I'm like, first of all...
What pillow did you buy?
First of all,
we'll talk off air.
We bought pillows that I'm medium on now. He kind of like forced me into... Well, he didn't force me into it. He made me try 5 of them, or 4 of them, which were all probably $200 pillows. He didn't let me try anything under $200, you know? And then I was trying them out and started asking the prices, and I started realizing. And then he said 1, and he goes, "This one's actually 2 for 1," and it happened to be the most comfortable one, but I don't think it really was. I think my mind was just like,
2 for 1.
Yep, that's the 2 for 1, super comfortable.
What's it called?
I was like, yeah.
Do you remember?
No, but it's like has a warm side and a cold side.
Oh fuck, that's bullshit.
I know, I really fucked myself.
That's bullshit.
But it is. And it's kind of hard, but all memory foam is hard. You know, that's what memory foam is.
Yeah.
I don't want a memory foam mattress. Do you have a memory foam mattress?
No, I have a different mattress that's from the company my dad works for. It's
right. Right.
You can
not mattress salesman. You have a mattress from the not mattress salesman.
He's not. He doesn't. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
It's different. It's a different system. It's like. You can customize how firm you want it. It comes with a bunch of stuff that looks like pool noodles, but like it's like the same. You know, it's a foam, and so you can change the tubes inside the mattress yourself and make it firmer or less firm.
It's a build-a-bed? What is this bullshit? I don't understand. It's like a Presto pack, but for a bed, was it cheaper?
It's a bunch of foam.
Put it together yourself.
It's a bunch of foam, and then in the foam there's like supporting rods that are also foam, and you can take the rods out. They look like pool noodles, and you can replace them. To make them firm or less firm.
Fuck, with the way you're fucking shitting on this podcast, I feel like a supporting rod. If you know what I mean.
Hey, this is a good episode, all right?
That sounds like the shittiest bed ever. Like, that sounds so annoying.
Well,
like,
you don't do it every time.
Firmer.
You do it once and you're good. Okay, you don't change it every day. It comes
so
with
you just have like a bunch of where do you keep these extra liners? Like, where do these things hang out?
I might have gotten rid of them. They're in a closet maybe, or they're gone.
Yeah.
But also, I can get other ones whenever I want.
So it's not memory foam at all.
No, it's not memory foam.
I find it like we saw one. He's like, "This is the most expensive bed I have. It's so expensive. He's perfect. You'll love it." And then like we're like, "Oh my god, Tempur-Pedic. Can we try it?" And then he gives us these sheets. Now they give you like the doctor sheets to put on the mattress before you lie down. And we put the doctor sheet on, and we were like, lie on it, and it's fucking hard as a rock. Like it's fucking.
But also,
I'm like, this is not. I'm just too used to like falling into shit, you know.
But I've come to realize that like. I like a firm. I think I'm gonna go with super firm next time. Next time I need to get a mattress.
Really? Eh?
Yeah, like once in a while, like it's happened a couple times where like my girlfriend and I will like decide to sleep on downstairs, and we'll have a little movie night, a little slumber party, and we sleep on the couch, which is fantastic.
You guys will both sleep on the couch?
Yeah, it's a sick couch. It's an L-shaped couch. We're good.
Okay, you guys sleep on the couch sometimes? I don't know.
It's happened a couple times when we watch movies. We stay up. You don't have a little slumber party.
And you just sleep the whole night.
Yeah, and the couch is fucking great. It's a good couch.
Okay.
Anyways, the couch is firmer than our mattress, and I've come to realize I like the firmer the couch.
Wow, that is interesting.
Anyway, so if you come by our place and there happens to be a bed on the couch, and if for one person only, that's what's happening, okay?
Yeah, exactly. I'm just saying I prefer it and I choose it.
No.
We're fully going to buy a new mattress right when we move. So maybe I'll see your non-mattress salesman to see if he can not supply me with a good mattress.
Also, next time I go buy it's going to be a king size.
We're debating it because here's the situation that we're starting to understand. My snoring is uncontrollable, and she gnaws like crazy in her sleep. Like
yeah.
She
you guys
chews
are
so
both
hard
just
in her sleep.
making a full harmonic like sound as you sleep.
Dude, it's brutal. So we know that at least once or twice a week, I'm gonna have to go sleep in the spare bedroom. You know. So in that sense, it's like, do we need a king and a queen if like every time there's no space, we just go to the like one of us goes to another bed? I don't know if we really need.
You need a queen for sure.
Yeah,
a double bed's fucked. You're not 14.
No, we're not going to double bed. Yeah, exactly.
You're not like the richest 14-year-old on the block who doesn't have a single bed. You need a double bed, but
that's what I'm thinking. So maybe we go with two queens instead of a king and a queen. You know what I mean?
All I know is that every time we sleep at like a hotel or like even my girlfriend's parents' spare bedroom in the basement is like a king size bed. It's not bad. It's like, you have your space when you want it. You know what I mean? Like once it once it gets too hot, especially if it's hot, just stay away from each other.
I don't think it'll work. My girlfriend just finds me in the bed and like and I love her. She loves me. That's why she wants to be close to me when we sleep. But holy shit, it's like once she like finds me, she just anchors herself there, and there's like nothing I can do. So she'll leave me with like not even a quarter of the bed, and then I'm just like, all right. So I just think in a king size, she's gonna do the same thing, and it's just gonna be.
It's gonna be less. There's gonna be more free real estate not being used.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Anyways,
57 minutes.
Yeah. I was gonna ask, what's your sheet situation? What do you guys do? Like full like a sheet?
Oh, we actually bought new sheets recently, which I really liked. I can't remember the name, but they're really good. Like she bought them online, and they're very, very comfortable.
Okay, well let me know what that is. But I don't mean like sheet, but like do you have like sheet then like a fuzzy like middle one, then like a duvet?
No. I do not. I hate. My girlfriend for years was insisting on the sheet under the blanket because she likes the look of like a hotel, like that thing folded over the duvet or whatever. And then it's just fucking floating around all night. No one gives a shit about it. I hate those things. A comforter. Just a comforter.
Just a comforter? Oh, okay, no. Okay, never mind.
What do you do? What do you have? You put 6 blankets on you when you go to sleep?
It's a 3-thing system.
Because you feel unsafe?
The weighted blanket is downstairs on the couch when we need it.
Okay, yeah.
No. I do sheet, then like middle one, which is like fuzzier, like a middle, like a warmer. I don't know what they're called. It's like a blanket, but it's for bed, and it's like
Yeah, for
You know?
poor people. The poor people blanket. Like they give like the
Not
ones-
what you get at a homeless shelter. Not that. It's like a
Yeah,
soft.
that's what I'm thinking.
It's a soft
wrapped
fuzzy.
around,
It's
yeah.
not made out of a fucking
gray.
shoe sole.
It's like
It's like
it's
made
a
out of a
weird
fucking
gray color.
It's like the lining of a kid's boot. You know?
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
No, it's softer than that, and then on top you have the comforter,
Okay.
which is like down or whatever it is, like not actual down because I'm.
You sleep with 3
No,
layers of blankets.
That I get to choose what I want. I like the sheet because I find it cooling, and then I get to choose if I want 3 or 2 or just 1 on that night.
That's ridiculous.
And then
no.
this solves your problem because if you have 3,
Okay.
what happens is at a certain point in the night, 1 or 2 layers will end up between you and your girlfriend, and you'll be able to build a moat in between you two.
That's so funny. It's like, let's sleep with 1,000,000 pillows just so I could build a wall in between us from floor to ceiling. So, okay, now we're getting more of we're getting a more insight of why the couch is becoming more comfortable and more comfortable.
No.
At the same time,
The bed's-
you're building
the
moats
bed is
between
fucking-
yourself.
The bed is fucking sick.
You're like, let's sleep in an L-shaped pattern so that we can't even get near each other when we want to.
There's many ways of sleeping in an L-shaped pattern. Anyway.
Do you sleep head to head or foot to foot in the L-shaped pattern?
It's it depends. Foot to head to head, you know?
Whatever happens.
It's a big
Whatever
enough couch. You haven't
happens,
seen the couch. It's a brand new couch.
Where did you get it?
Friend of a father. I know. My father.
Not a mattress salesman. Not from a mattress salesman. Okay, yeah, I need a couch and I need 2 couches and I need a new bed.
I can hook you up with no one else listening, but Oren.
And I need him in 4 months.
Okay, well, we'll talk.
All right.
Yeah, this is an hour.
Thanks for listening.
Can you edit this and have it out by tomorrow? Or oh yeah, where are you going? Going for an Airbnb trip? Where are you going?
I have no idea. She booked it. It's somewhere on the away to the U.S. border kind of thing, like an hour away. So I guess what side is that? Broussard, like
Eastern
past
Townships.
that way. Saint P. Yeah, exactly. Eastern Townships.
Yeah.
So we're going there. It seems like a pretty cute place. It was supposed to be like snowing tomorrow, but on Saturday, but now it's supposed to be medium, like
nice.
10 degrees. So there's, she needs she needs to have baths once in a while, and we don't have a bathtub in this place.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited actually just to leave my computer at home and not look at it because I've been stressed with stupid work, and I hate work. Like I hate that is that is all I have to think about. It really drives me crazy.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it the other day, like, does that mean I need a job that I care more about? And I realized anything where the goal is to just make money for the company, I'm never gonna give a shit about.
Of
I don't give a
course.
shit what it is.
And it's not like you can go into your own.
That's why I found comedy.
Yeah, exactly. You're not gonna go into your own thing and make money for yourself because then you would just do the bare minimum.
Yeah, exactly. I would, because that's just it's never gonna drive me. The best I can do work wise is where I am, but I just need that other thing in my life that keeps me fucking happy. Besides the family and whatever. And wow, is it feeling lacking? But with this Rodney show coming up and the idea that the vaccines might finally get here, I'm thinking that right in time for me to move out of the city is when the city might open up. And so, literally fall is when they're gonna be like, you know what, October, we're reopening the city, and that's exactly when I'm moving. I'm gonna be like, perfect, just in time for me to hate my new life. I can't wait.
And on that note, thank you for listening to the Friendship Hour podcast. Subscribe, go listen on the audio if you're watching on YouTube, because we don't give a shit about YouTube anymore. All our people are listening now. Give us money, even though we're talking about the mortgages we own and the fancy beds and stuff we have. Please give us money at some point. Give us
money. And also, Jason has an OnlyFans that he started recently, so you can check that out. Just make sure you can.
It's specifically pictures of between my ass and my balls. It's nothing else but the taint. It's OnlyFans, onlyfans.com/nothing but the taint.
Nothing but the taint. So check that out. He'll put some full frontals soon, but you just need to make sure you got a good zoom on your phone.
I just want to build up my confidence with that pull-up bar, and then we'll see what happens.
Sounds good. All right, bye, man.
See ya.
Friendship.